NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cardinals and the Browns, and it's coming up next.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week.
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly. And that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their now 36-year-old quarterback who's in his 14th NFL season, the former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 18 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter. that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Carson. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Second down and 7. Now Ryan. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This is Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He spots his tight end Keene over the middle. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Clay Brooks to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Chris Carson trotting back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
From the 24, Ryan. Open man is Jacob Hollister. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ryan's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. Carson, and some strong running. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in by Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Ryan. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Here's Ryan to throw.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They run it with Carson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's third and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Browns to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Mahomes now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. This will go for 5 up to the 33. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. From the 44, Mahomes. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. They just keep marching right along. First down, a pickup of 8 there. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The give is to Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Here comes Reed.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A check down here to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A give to Jones. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught left side by the tight end Keene. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Ryan. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Ryan.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now to hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. The Browns drive about to get started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
From the 22, Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Clay Brooks to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And it's second down. Ryan. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. On third down, Ryan. That's Samuel, caught left side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. 10
yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. To throw is Ryan. That's caught by Hollister. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They convert on third with a gain of 22. Here's Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw it with Ryan.
He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. There's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
54 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is caught by Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Clay Brooks to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. They go back to Carson here on second. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the draw, Robinson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And going deep for Hill. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Howard has the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 46. 7 catches for him now on this last one, a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. O.J. Howard. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Ryan to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now Ryan. They're going deep for Hill. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Ryan will throw again. That is incomplete.
Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. They're going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. To throw again is Ryan. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Ryan's throw taken in by Samuel.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
Brandon Sheriff, the all-pro guard, called for the penalty there.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Ryan.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Play action. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there when they're done.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Touchdown! It's complete. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan.
And going deep for Hill. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
110 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.